Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Love Marvy. Today, we are getting ready for travel. I am in desperate need of a trip. I've gone to other destinations earlier this year, but for me, if the holiday doesn't involve laying on a beach, pretending to read a book but actually sleeping and sipping on a cocktail intermittently, then it's not really a holiday. So that's the kind of trip I'm going on. I'm going to Thailand. I've been before solo, but I only went to Phuket. And this time I'm gonna try an island hop. I went in 2022, but yeah, this time I'm gonna try an island hop because I didn't last time. I did 5 days last time, which was just not enough time. So I thought I would bring you guys along in terms of the prep, like holiday prep things that I need to do. I got my lashes done yesterday, as you can see, because usually I prefer to have strips. But yeah, just for convenience while I'm traveling, I just said, let me do some lashes. And I think they turned out pretty cute. What time is it? Is it 8:41? It's 8:41, so 8:45 in the morning here. And I have campaigns to shoot today. So I need to like just turn this whole place around. It's kind of, there's just stuff going on everywhere. There's like my usual tablescape, which I absolutely love. Making sure you guys don't see something you shouldn't have. But yeah, there's lots of bits going on. But I thought I would show you some stuff that I grabbed. I got some skincare, which I'm super excited about. When everything runs out at the same time, it's super annoying, but I thought I'd show you some bits and bobs. So the first, I needed a cleanser, and I really like Clinique's Take the Day Off, the balm, the cleansing balm. But I also like the face wash that comes in this range. It's usually in a pink tube, but I couldn't find that online. Usually I buy it in the States. But anyway, this is a mousse. I'm gonna see how it works, but I really like Take the Day Off for taking all the makeup off and really stripping. It's quite stripping. But I need that when it comes to makeup because I double cleanse. So I do the balm and then I do a wash. But then I also got another cleanser that's a bit more gentle. It's from Fresh. I absolutely adore Fresh skincare. It's a soy face cleanser, that's better. It's a soy face cleanser from Fresh, and I just think it's gentle, it's soft. Between this and the Kate Somerville goat milk cleanser, just for something gentle, not to take off makeup and really get everything off, but just a gentle cleanser. So I like that, it agrees with my skin. And then I also got some Errands skincare, so the toner. I just like it, simple, it works. Between this and I also like the Paula's Choice one, it works for my skin. Lately, my skin has been singing, like it looks really good generally, and my hyperpigmentation, which is predominantly on one side of my face, is kind of clearing up. But anyway, this is the Medicate vitamin C serum. I really wanted to love the Sunday Riley vitamin C serum or oil that everyone loves, but I just don't like the way it feels. I don't love the texture for me, and I don't feel like it makes a huge difference. But I think lately, this might be the main thing that's been making a difference in my skin. I had like excess left in my bathroom cupboard that I was trying to clear out. So I just said, let me just try it and see how it works. And I've been really enjoying it. And then I also got some more bits from Fresh. I love the essence, the kombucha essence. I know for some people it's like, essence is the same as toner. Listen, do whatever works for you, but I really thoroughly enjoy having this and just patting it into my face and letting it absorb and dry, not using it in the same way that I would use a toner, which is like on a cotton pad. But I adore this. My skin feels happy when I have it. And then also from Fresh, I got the rose cream. Again, just a really gentle cream, simple moisturizer. I like it. My skin feels good when I use it and I just run out. When I'm gonna put on makeup, I don't use this. I use the vitamin enriched face base from Bobbi Brown, and I thoroughly appreciate that. Then I typically would use sunscreen from Supergoop, but I got some from Shiseido instead. I forgot to get eye cream, which is so annoying, but I really like the eye cream from Shiseido, so I thought it would be nice to maybe try their sunscreen. I'm not gonna lie to you, I get confused when people talk about the mineral and the different types of sunscreen, but I don't know how it applies. I probably should have checked some reviews to see, but I got it. And then I got some NARS Radiant Concealer. Is that what it's called? Radiant Creamy Concealer. I just like the way it applies. And then some Urban Decay. I know the girlies on TikTok have been educating us. I use this more as, I don't know if it's a setting or the fixing spray. I use this more as the one that I want to moisturize and really like make all the lines connect and everything not look too harsh. And I believe it's water-based before I go in with the mists, like the one size spray and things like that, that feel more like, sorry, that cut out. But yeah, I appreciate having this on hand to use. And then I got some bits online, which I may have to return. I got this skirt from PLT. I just needed something to mix and match now. It is a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. And it has so much stretch. I got it in 18, like, I'm trying to remember, maybe they didn't have a smaller size, but it feels way too big. And with something this cheap, I don't even know if it's worth actually taking it to get altered, because it's like, why would you do that? I can't even find a seam. Okay, I can find a seam, but I'll see. I don't know if it's worth taking it to the dry cleaners, but I got that. And then I also got like a cute little mini skirt, just things that I can mix high and low. And then a top from Zara. I'm doing a really bad job, guys, but trying to. It's like a cowl neck top. I'll show you when I'm on the trip. But yeah, in the background, it's kind of crazy because I've got stuff to set up for Christmas content in October, yes, but you know, I was ready for Christmas in July. I've got stuff to set up for Christmas. I do need to get a few more ornaments and things like that, but I thought I would share with you guys like how I decorate the space for Christmas and get it looking cute and elevated. And then I also have my suitcases ready for me to pack to actually go on holiday. I started like a little packing station in my bathroom, not the guest bathroom, there's 2 bathrooms, but my bathroom, where I kind of just have things on a station, like a shelf, ready to go in my suitcase. So anything that I still need to use, like even cosmetics day to day, I'm gonna put it on that shelf. And yeah, it just, in my head, it just makes more sense because it's just easier to just know everything on this station needs to go in the suitcase, even though I'm not ready to put it in a suitcase yet and need to keep going there every time I wanna like use toner. So that's the gist in my head. So I'm gonna continue just getting ready for the day. Probably make myself another cup of coffee because your girl needs it. And get myself ready to film. But I'll probably do some emails before then. But yeah.
The reason why we buy Chanel, or we buy Lululemon, or we buy Apple products, or we buy whatever it is that we buy, Delta flights, or you know, the reason why we're using Amex credit card, the reason why we use these things or associate with these to do is connect. It is much harder for a large. How would you have gone about cold outreach? Okay, so first of all, do not assume that you have a weak network. How do you know that? I would test this first. So if you're assuming that you don't have a network, knock on their door or whatever, right? So like the people in your network, that's really all it is. If you can do that, you will make a lot of money. The next question is, can we hear more about your ranch and what you've done since selling it? Okay.
Yeah. It's so sad.
Well, I haven't driven, but on my way to the Calcutta ER where I spent a week, I was briefly looking out the windows.
But I'm excited to see what this looks like. This is a robe I got from this brand that I stumbled across on Instagram called Bramaki. Sorry about all the noise. And I'm super excited. I was meant to, it is for my holiday, but because it's come slightly early, I might use it to actually film a campaign I'm currently working on. Super duper cute. So it's basically mainly a kimono, but you can get different tops to go with it. So there's this tie top that's been included. There's the triangle kind of like bikini-esque top. But I just love the way everything looks and how kind of dramatic it is. Hopefully these trousers are the right length. Because I'm always like, oh my God, it's not gonna be long enough because I'm a giant in my head. But yeah, this is the brand. Super, super excited to wear it on. Okay, I thought I would show you the set and I think it looks amazing. The trousers are a little bit more snug than I would like. They are high-waisted, but they hug around here. I thought it was gonna be an elasticated waist that would feel really, really comfortable. But yeah, I love, love, love it. On one of the days I'll wear it like the other way around in the reversible way and show you. But I just think it's just super cute. The fabric feels really comfortable and like butter on the skin, which I can appreciate. Because when you're lounging, you do want something elevated. And even on the beach, I never know how to feel about going for breakfast and things like this, because then I feel like it looks like I'm in my sleepwear. But I really believe if you wanted to, you could. but I just think it's super, super, super cute. I love it. I love the length of the robe itself, because one of my frustrations with robes generally is the fact that they don't go down to the floor. And it's like, why are you making these robes that are ankle swingers? And it really grinds my gears, but I don't have that problem with this. And it's just super, super cute. I think the color looks great on my skin as well. I wanted something that feels rich and luxurious, and this hits the spot. Okay, the link is in my captions below. Description. I've known, but the lights in my house are so yellow. I'm back home. Everywhere looks kind of crazy. There's so much going on, but I got my cameras done. I'm back in my beloved boo-boo, and I'm going to do some packing. I'm going to start packing. It's not going to be final packing. I'm a pack the night before you go, girl. So technically, I still got one more night, but I'm going to assemble the stuff in the region of the suitcase. Okay? These are my suitcases. I'll probably take the bigger one and not the trunk and hand luggage. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. At the same time as trying to pack, I'm also going to try and navigate like some of the Christmas decorations, which is wild because it's like the functional thing to do, or the normal thing to do would be to just focus on packing, but my brain feels like we have to do the packing as well as Christmas stuff. Yeah. guys, so if there is one airport you want to do a layover or a stopover in, it's definitely Doha Airport. Now, it was my first time here and I was kind of nervous because my layover was about 6 hours. And you know, when you have a stopover, it's just not ideal. Like, I'm a stay in the sky kind of girl. If I'm in the sky, I want to stay there. But when you're flying to somewhere like Thailand, especially from the UK, you typically will need a stopover. Now, this airport was fantastic. So it's basically like a big shopping mall, if I'm going to summarize it, in terms of the design. And even the areas that were outside of the lounge, which I'm showing you here, kind of look great and you can chill and it was quiet. And there's lots of greenery. And what people say is it kind of looks like a replica of Singapore airport. I think they kind of took a lot of inspiration from there, but I love it. And constantly there's kind of this white noise in the background from the waterfall. And I think that's so relaxing, especially if you're someone who typically enjoys listening to white noise. I absolutely loved being here. There's so many options in terms of restaurants, cafes, little places to stop. And I kind of just made sure I asked around to see which lounge I had access to. And I'm glad I insisted on going to the one that I thought was the nicest. And it was such a lovely lounge. I'll show you in a second. But these are some more of the restaurants. And honestly, you're kind of just treated like an egg in the best way possible. It's a lovely airport to be in now. I walked around a bit because I'd been in the sky for, I think, about 6 hours, and I sat down for a bit in the lounge. And when the daylight started to come through, I just walked around the airport, and you can do this for hours, honestly. It's so big, especially if you want to make sure you have your legs moving after kind of just being sedentary for a while. Now, this was the lounge I was in, and I think it's the Garden Lounge. It's like a longer name, but it's just the one that's the Garden Lounge, I think. It's newly renovated and there's a Louis Vuitton cafe that you can go into in there as well. But I didn't go in there for that because with that area, you kind of need to pay for what you eat in there. But for the rest of the lounge, which is huge, can you see how huge this is? And this is only one side of the lounge. Like, it's split across two sides and it's huge. There's so many areas. You don't need to feel like you're kind of cramped or crowded with anyone. And I love that you can kind of have an overview of the airport itself while you are in the lounge. Like, honestly, I would specifically try to make sure I have access to this lounge if I went. I came back out again to kind of walk through shops, and I wanted to get some gifts for some of the ladies at the resort because honestly, they're like my favorite people. They just made it such a great stay the last time I was there. So I wanted to give them something this time when I went. I had some croissants and coffee, but prior to that, I had gone in to sleep in one of these sleep rooms. They have sleep rooms. I seen someone online kind of mention, I didn't know this was there, but when I was looking later on, I saw someone mention that they wish the chairs were more comfortable. But the truth is, there's no announcements in the lounge. So if the chairs for sleeping were more comfortable, you'd probably sleep and miss your connecting flight. But it was lovely and private, and you kind of have to check in for that process. And then I dropped off my luggage and went to have some breakfast. I absolutely loved the food in this whole lounge. I got food from the a la carte menu, but I believe there's like a buffet station you can go and pick from as well. And it was just nice and simple. It was elegantly done. It wasn't like 5-star, oh my God, I'm drooling food, but it was nice enough. This was the second flight. So from Doha to Phuket. It was meant to be a Q suite as well, and it wasn't. I didn't enjoy this configuration, but it is what it is. It was simple. And I just kind of slept for most of it. And then it was time to land in Phuket. Thank you so much.
How was the flight?
It was good, long but good.
Okay, I will come for the driver.
Thank you. Thank you. We're good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, how are you? Thank you. Thank you. Amazing. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Happy to come and sleep. Thank you so much. Good.
Alright.
Good. Amazing.
Welcome back
Thank you so much. Oh, it's so pretty. You're tired. I need to off this wig, jump in the shower, call it a night. Because, what do you mean? Bye, Dan.